If you're a regular, you know we spend about 5 minutes talking about Bible prophecy up front. We are considered futurists. I've been telling you this for a few weeks so that you'll know what camp we're in. We interpret the unfulfilled prophetic portions of the book of the Revelation, the book of Daniel, and other unfulfilled prophecies as if they were yet future events in a literal global context. Many reasons for being futurists. My favorite one is that Jesus was a futurist. When he gave his great discourse on prophecy in Matthew 24 and 25, he quoted from Daniel as if the events prophesied were yet future and literal. In fact, whenever anyone in the Bible read unfulfilled prophecies, they understood them to be future and literal. Now, one important character on the end time stage in the Bible is called the King of the North. Since Jerusalem is the reference point, this king is north of Israel. He's called the King of the North in the book of Daniel, and you'll find him in the book of the Revelation as well. For lots of biblical reasons, futurists have for years identified the King of the North with Russia. Russia seems to lead an invasion of Israel from the north by a coalition of nations that are identified in Ezekiel 38 and 39. In fact, according to Ezekiel, the invading armies come to the land of Israel from, and he says, the uttermost part of the north, or as we would put it, from the far north. Not only is Russia north, there are goings on in the far north involving Russia in the Arctic. I read an article titled, Russian President Putin Outlines Ambitious Arctic Expansion Program. Let me read some excerpts from that article. President Vladimir Putin on Tuesday put forward an ambitious program to secure Russia's foothold in the Arctic, including efforts to build new ports and other infrastructure facilities and expand an icebreaker fleet. The Russian military has revamped and modernized a string of Soviet-era military bases across the polar region, looking to protect its hold on the region, which is believed to hold up to 1/4 of the Earth's undiscovered oil and gas resources. So as far back as the books of Daniel and Ezekiel, the Bible predicted there would be a powerful king of the north from the uttermost part of the north. It may be someone other than Putin, of course, but his expansion into the Arctic is exactly what you'd expect. And so this is a good one to show you what we do. Read the Bible, King of the North, far north, Arctic. And then there's articles in the newspaper about a powerful Russian president who is trying to take over the Arctic and set up military bases there. That's what you would expect. Doesn't mean he's the fulfillment. I'm not saying that. Could be somebody else in the future. But if we got raptured, and if the Antichrist came on the scene and signed a peace treaty with Israel, Putin would be a good candidate for the King of the North. Bible prophecy can prepare you for what is happening out in the world, and it lines up pretty good. Jesus promised he'd return to rapture his church, which entails the resurrection of the dead in Christ of the church age, then the translation from earth to heaven of all living believers like ourselves. It's presented in the Bible as imminent, which means it could happen at any moment. Nothing else has to be fulfilled before Jesus comes for the church. Are you ready for the rapture? If not, get ready, stay ready, keep looking up. Ready or not, Jesus is coming.